Yo, so I thought I'd just do a quick Facebook Live while I'm waiting for my check-ins coming through. And so I started a poll yesterday in this Facebook group, and I said, what is best for fat loss and building the body of your dreams? So, I'll just see one of the answers actually, it's really good. So the answers, so what we put down, the different answers we had was waist trainers, or fat burners, keto, cardio, low carb dieting, lifting weights, calorie deficit, or Danny Fox. Now, obviously, the best answer is Danny Fox, but let's remove that one out. So, this is a bit of a trick question. Now, let me tell you the things that it isn't. So, this is the best for fat loss and building the body of your dreams. So, fat burners and waist trainers. No. Nobody has ever built... Matt, I hope you're right, buddy. Nobody has ever built a good body off a waist trainer. They're absolute bullshit. I don't want to hear from anyone that they work. Okay? Fat burners, once again, you never ever need them. Once again, it's just a fad and a gimmick, and it's never ever going to build the body of your dreams. The only time that I think I've ever had a fat burner is when I was really deep into prep, and I just need it for the caffeine stimulant effect more than anything. So, no, you don't need to do that. Okay, so what's best for fat loss and building the body of your dreams? Is it cardio? No, it isn't cardio. Because obviously, for you to look totally different and for you to have a nice V-taper, so for your waist to pull in, for you to have big delts, you have to have a big chest, some big arms, and you to look totally different physique-wise, you've got to do some resistance training, and you've actually got to lift weights. So just doing cardio, yeah, you might lose weight, and you might start to look a little bit different and burn body fat, but it's not going to give you the body of your dreams. So no, it's not cardio, and it's not fat burners and waist trainers. Keto, is it keto? My opinion, no. Because you're missing out on a massive macronutrient in carbohydrates. So if you're doing a lot of cell swelling or you're just training for a long amount of time, doing keto and not having carbohydrates and it isn't really going to support recovery or help you get through a long training session. Now, I know this because I did keto to get lean before. Did I get lean? Yes. Would I do it again? No. It wasn't really enjoyable. I mean, look, let's face it, the good foods are carbohydrates, so why the fuck would you take those out? And you'll still get lean if you was in a calorie deficit, if you did keto or you did carb cycling. So it doesn't really matter on that. But once again, keto probably isn't going to build the body of your dreams, and I wouldn't recommend it for physique development. I've never had to do it with a client. So, is it low carb dieting? Once again, no, it isn't low carb dieting. So people think, right, well, I lose weight because I've took carbs out. You've lost weight because you've reduced your calories, and the carbs that you was probably having was a lot of cakes, chocolate, sweets, pizzas. So then you've took that out and you've started to drop weight, and you've also dropped a lot of water. But once again, if you're thinking about you developing your physique and looking at totally different, you want to get carbohydrates in there. Now, you might have a phase of low carb diet, and especially if you're slightly more obese or you've had a lot of carbs in the past or overweight. But then once you're getting leaner and you're handling carbs a lot better, I try and ramp up carbohydrates as much as I can with clients. And I've got one guy at the minute that's on 600 grams of carbs a day. So low carb dieting, once again, isn't what's going to build the body of your dreams. And it's not going to develop your physique. Remember, when I asked this poll, I said, what's going to give the body of your dreams? And having a low carb diet isn't a sustainable option for you to do. So the next two, lifting weights. Now, obviously, look, and calorie deficit. Now, this is a trick question. So for you, for fat loss, obviously you need to be in a calorie deficit. So we do need that. And for you to get the body of your dreams, you also need to be in a calorie deficit if you're dieting, because we need to lose body fat. And that's going to take away the body fat, take away a lot of the water, and we'll be able to see what physique that we have got. So yes, we do need to be in a caloric deficit. But also, there's no way around this. If you don't like lifting weights and you want to build the body of your dreams, then unfortunately at some point you are going to have to start lifting weights. Like you could get by doing home workouts and challenges and doing maybe some calisthenics and all this kind of stuff. But there's going to come a point when you actually need to lifting weights and progressively overloading, getting stronger and being able to develop your physique. So when a client comes on board with us, they'll send the photos through and we'll have a look at the physique and go, all right, well, this is your body right now. Okay, what we need to work on, we need to bring your waist down from a 36 to a 31. We also need to develop your upper chest, your upper back, and you've got a weak area in your arms. And if we work on your medial delts, your side delts, that's what's going to make your physique a lot different. So when people say to me, wow, he looks totally different in 12 weeks, it's because it's not just like go and do chest, go and do back, go and do shoulders. There's actually a thought process behind it. And it's like, what are your weak body parts? And what do we need to do different over a 12 to 16 week period to create that illusion that you look even better? And that's kind of the art of a transformation, is seeing where you're strong, where you're weak, and what you need to work on to be able to get you to positions to look different. So it was a trick question, but there's no way about it. For you to build the body of your dreams, you need to lift weights. And the more muscle you build, the slightly higher your metabolism is going to be, and the more food that you are going to be able to handle. And that's why a 120 kilo bodybuilder is going to be able to handle more food than 40 kilo Sheila. 40 kilo Sheila's not going to be able to handle much food at all, and she might be like, well, I've just had a Nando's, why has it gone all straight on my hips? Just because she hasn't got much muscle mass, and she's a lot smaller in weight. So the more muscle mass that you can build, the better it's going to be for physique development and for building the body of your dreams. So yes, it's a joint answer really. You need to be in a caloric deficit, but you also need to lift weights. But one things that we are rolling out for building the body of your dreams is low carb dieting, just cardio on itself, fat burners and waist trainers and keto. We don't need to do any of those. But also, on a side note, for you to build the body of your dreams, the healthier that we make you, the better your results will be. So health always comes first. So if you're really stressed, or you're really inflamed, or you've got IBS and you've got loads of different gut issues, or there's loads of stuff going off, or you've got joint pain, or you've got autoimmune conditions, all these different kind of things, then first of all, you need to improve your health. You need to get your place in a body in a better position to be able to push hard. Because if you've got loads of these different things going off, and then you try and smash your body into the ground, you try and push your body and put excess stress on the body, you're going to break down at some point and you're not going to get the result that you want. So what you have to do is take a sideward step and go, I'm going to improve my health first of all. When I do that, that's going to allow me to improve my physique and get leaner a hell of a lot quicker. And that's what we do every single client. And that's why we track the heart rate and we track the HRV, so we can kind of see where they're at and what they need to work on to be able to get a result. And when you do it that way, you will consistently get a result. But not only will you look good, but you'll also feel good. You'll have less stress, you'll have better sleep, you'll have better digestion, you'll have more energy, you'll be less fatigued, you'll be able to recover a lot better. So it's all, when you've got all those things, not only, like I said, and that's when you've got a system that works and is sustainable for the next 6, 12 and 18 months then, when you're feeling better as well as looking better. What I did, and what most people do, years ago when I got lean, I smashed myself into the ground. I fucking did everything. Hours and hours of cardio. Low carb, you name it. Got me the result I wanted, but it wasn't sustainable and I felt like shit. So it's important that you focus on health first of all. You improve that and the rest will follow. So there's a short one today, but I just wanted to answer that poll question. Then tomorrow I'm going to do another little live and I'll answer the other question where I asked, is there such thing as good or bad foods? And if there's any more questions that you want me to answer, send me them through on private message now, and I'll get those answered this week. So I hope that video helps, guys, and I'll do another live tomorrow.